How's it going, everyone? This is John Johnson. I wanted to take just a little bit, just a few moments, and explain the rNetwork difference. I call it rNetwork Unleashed. This is so unique and different than the typical MLM model and standard MLM or whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to get right into it. The standard MLM, we've all seen them. We've all been a part of them one way or another, or know somebody who has. And it's very interesting when you look at the old model. This is something that I did a little bit, gosh, 15 years ago or so, and I decided to leave the industry for a long time. And I've come back recently because of what rNetwork is, how unique and how different it is. But let's talk about the standard MLM. Let's talk about what it is. You know, you go out and you purchase products. Usually you get on an auto ship. 9 times out of 10, they're overpriced. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'll buy a bottle of juice. I'll pay $200 to $240 a month, whatever it may be. I may receive 4 bottles of something that may or may not cure cancer, or who knows what it does. And so, but I'm stuck buying this thing month after month after month. And what happens is you go in there and you pay this money. Let's say $100. I'll pay $100. I'll receive this juice. And let's just say 1,000 people also purchase this, or 999 others, so 1,000 total. So we just raised $100,000 for a company, for corporate. Then they go out there, and there's always got to be at least a few people that make a lot of money, because if they don't make a lot of money, nobody will follow them. So they go out there and they help this individual or that individual build a downline or do whatever they need to do. And then they'll say, okay, I'm going to help this gentleman or this lady, and he or she will make $30,000 a month. So let's take that, or let's say $20,000 a month. Now we have $80,000 a month left for overall revenue because we're paying out $20,000. Now there's 999 other people that are looking at this saying, hey, wait a minute, we each put $100 in, we bought this product, okay, cool. You know, we may or may not be happy with the product, and many times they know they're overpaying for this product. Let's be honest. They know, and they know the corporate knows that they're overpricing this product. Let's just be honest with ourselves. So that's a typical model. And then so there's $80,000 left, 999. If you take that $80,000 and you distributed it evenly, every single one of those people will lose money, all of them. But let's just say, let's go a step further. Say a second person comes in and he or she just kills it, makes $10,000 a month. So now you've got 70,000 left and 998 people standing there thinking, wait a minute, now I'm even going to make less money. There's just not enough money to go around. Somebody has to lose. Then you take, say you've got overhead, like for example, rent on the building, payroll, paying your investors back, shipping, manufacturing, the whole 9 yards. There's another $20,000 a month. Now you're at $50,000. You brought in 100, you're at 50. You've only paid 2 people, and outside of your employees and your overhead. So now you've got still 998 people standing there thinking, now we've got $50,000 left to split. And of course, they don't split all of it because who knows where all the money goes. But in this model, usually, typically, 1 to 3% of the people make the majority of the money, almost all the money. And a lot of people either break even, or most people, typically over 90%, they lose money. And so are they going to stick around in that model? No. The number one killer in network marketing is a lack of retention. It's attrition. Because you cannot expect somebody to start a business, pay their overhead or auto ship, whatever you want to call it, $200+ a month, whatever it may be, and then to say, okay, here's a product. So to make up for this, let's go ahead and have you go out there and retail this product. Go ahead and sell it to whoever you want. But they're already overpaying for this product. So who's going to buy it from them? How are they going to retail this thing? It's already overpriced. And then they get in these conversations or debates or arguments and saying, hey, my product is better than your product, and this one cures this one cures that, so maybe it's not overpriced. And then somebody's standing right around the corner saying, well, I've got the exact same product for $20 less. I've got this, and it also cures this and that. And you just sit there and argue back and forth. And it's extremely hard to make money in that model. Then add another layer on there. Then say they throw you on a binary. You're only getting paid on your lesser volume. You can have 10,000 people in your organization, but you might be paid on 10 of them or 20 of them because you've got this little leg over here that's not doing much. Then let's throw in a matrix and say, all right, with all the bells and whistles, you know what? You're filling in this matrix, everything looks good, but you've got to hit diamond, then double diamond, then triple this and quadruple that. And if you don't hit that, you will not receive this money or your pay will be very minimum. They have to constantly come up with ways to pay you less, because if they don't, the math simply does not work. It doesn't work. I'm just being honest. It's an old, broken model. And I say old, but the problem is it's still around. People are still flocking to this model, and they're joining all of these companies and all of these groups to turn around and lose money. The cream of the crop, yes, they'll make money. If they get in at the right time, yes, they may make money. But even the guys and gals that make money, 6 months later, that pool of money they're making, or a year later, it starts to really diminish. Why? Because most of the people underneath them are dropping out. Most of your customers are your distributors or your people on the auto ship, because most people aren't paying above retail pricing for your product. It's hard to sell. It's very, very hard to make money in this model. It's ridiculously hard. Now, there are some all-stars and some studs, or if you will, or whoever, that can do it. But I did not want to join an organization where I look a friend in the eyes and say, look, you know, you've got a really great potential here. You've got a great opportunity, when I knew it really wasn't. I couldn't do that. Some of us, we have to sleep at night. And you've got to ask yourself, anytime you start with a business or anything, you ask yourself this question: can you sleep at night? And how easy is this, or how difficult is it? Is this? Nothing's a given, nothing's a freebie or a give me. We all have to work. I totally understand that. I get that. But all I wanted was a real opportunity. I wanted an opportunity where I can look at somebody and say, you know what, this is where the money comes from, and this is what you're able to do. So let's take that old model and let's compare it to our network with just the few items and products we have right now. Let's just say, okay, I can become a fan. What is a fan? You can sign up for free. You can come in there and you can dip your toe in the water, and you can actually save yourself some money to prove to yourself that it works. Or you can say, all right, I want to be a charter member. I want to pay $38 a month. $30 one-time admin fee, $38 a month, not $100, not $200. Am I getting juice, lotion, potion, powder, pill? No, I'm receiving a benefit, an immediate benefit, because I'm saving money every time I turn around. If I use it, I receive a portal. I receive discounts on autos, discounts on mobile phones, discounts on potential discounts on mortgages, med coming out here very shortly, travel, discount portal, discount banking. We've heard about the money you'll make on the swipes on the card when that's ready. But even before the card, $38. I can tell you right now, my personal testimonials, I purchased 2 cars at our auto. I looked at it. If I compare it to the place that I've purchased cars from in the past, it's a savings roughly around $8,000. Paid $38 a month for 3 months before I saved about $8,000. I've taken a couple trips booked at hotels. I've saved money on hotels. I've saved money on food. I've saved money on an oil change. I've saved money on all sorts of different things. Our mobile, the average savings has been well over $100 a month. And you never know, it's case by case, obviously. Our mortgage, savings. If they can save you money, it's the concierge that goes out there and shops for you and plugs you into deals that you may not know about, or deals that are just exclusive to our network members. And this is just the beginning. So then I ask you this: is that person you look in the eyes, are they about to lose? No, that $38, they can receive an immediate benefit. And a lot of them, if they actually use what we have available to them, they'll save a lot more than they're paying. That is an amazing thing. And it gets even better than that. Let's take that $38 and let's break it up. And let's talk about the argument, only the people at the top make money. I want to squash that right now with our network, because that's not the truth in our network. It is a lot in that old model. And, you know, there's every once in a while you can get somebody that starts an organization in one of those other groups, and they're just a phenomenon, and they go out there and they're kind of towards the bottom a little bit, and they can just start building this team. And, you know, I mean, you can make money in those other models. whether you're up high or down low, it can be done, but it's very, very difficult. Let's talk about our network a little bit. You go out, you get 3 business partners. You look at these business partners, you say, okay, I can go and I can show you a way that you can pay $38 a month, and then you can turn around and save a lot more than that, and create a business out of it. So your overhead, your auto ship, or whatever you want to call it, is already paid for just in savings. So you don't have to go resell some juice or potion, lotion, pill, whatever, powder, whatever it may be. You don't have to do that. You don't have to go retail all this stuff. You just show people how to save money. What you're retailing the concierge services. You're retailing the discount portal, the travel. You know, hotels worldwide, we have a guarantee. We're the lowest. Online price, here's the lowest price. There's the rNetwork price below that. In thousands and thousands of them worldwide. A lot more to come out on the travel side shortly. At the baby stages of this company, we are already better than that old model. Before we even release our flagship product, we're already a lot better than that other model. We're better because we don't need to just say, we need to put all of these things in the comp plan to make it difficult to make money because the math doesn't work. Where does the money come from in our network? Let's go back to this slide. If I purchase a vehicle, there's contracts, there's negotiations, go back and forth. We're sending a lot of people to the concierge for autos. Well, guess who gets paid for doing that? Our network. Guess who else gets paid for doing that? The members of our network. Part of that money goes upline. Can you imagine being in an organization, hey, you go out, you save a bunch of money, then all of a sudden somebody underneath you purchases a car at a discount, mind you, below retail, and you're paid because somebody purchased a car because they needed one. Or they save money on their mobile phone, or they save money on their mortgage or their meds, or everything else that's going to roll out. There's a lot of other stuff coming out. This is the beginning, again, the beginning. And you're paid every time that happens. Boom, boom, paid. Imagine doing that. That's what our network is. And where does money come from? Again, you purchase a car. I purchased a $30,000 vehicle. Part of that money, a couple percent will go upline, pay my upline. We'll talk about something here in a minute as well that's even more exciting than that. Our mobile, some of that money will go upline. Our mortgage, same thing. Our med, same thing. Our everything else we roll out, same thing. But here's the cool thing. You're already ahead because you're saving more than you're paying. So how can you possibly try to compare that to this old model? How? How do you justify that? If you're a prospect looking at this and you look at this old model and you look at this, there's a night and day difference. It's not even close. It's not. It's not the same thing. That's why I'm doing this, and that's why I absolutely will not do this right here. I won't do it. I believe, I feel very strongly that, I'm a good sales guy. I've been in sales a long time. I've been marketing a long time. I've done a lot of stuff, and I wouldn't even touch this. No way. Could I make money in this old model? Maybe, perhaps. But could my friend down the street? Most likely not. Maybe not. Not unless they're an amazing salesperson. We had to have something to show to the masses, to go out there and show the average person, hey, you can do something. You can make something of yourself. And how do you do that? You solve the biggest problem. Couple big problems. You solve the problem with the lack of retention. You solve the problem with overpriced goods and services. Those were problems. They were big, big problems. They needed a solution. Our network has provided those solutions by doing this. Where else does the money come from? With $38 a month, you're able to have access to the concierge services and also the portal, travel, everything else. And everything else they're going to be adding onto this thing. $25 of that pays upline. $13 goes to corporate. Corporate takes their $13, so they're able to pay their bills. They're able to pay their employees, pay for their marketing, everything. What are they shipping? Nothing. It's all online. It's all done online. They're not shipping anything. Except maybe the card when the card comes out. But there'll be a cost of the card for a low cost, but it'll cover the shipping and everything. It won't be a monthly cost. There's no monthly fee or monthly cost for that card. Where else does the money come from? The concierge services. Again, purchasing a car, truck, whatever, switching your mobile plan, mortgage, med, everything else they roll out. That's where the money comes from. So they're able to use that money, pay upline, while you're saving money. It's not that difficult to make money in our network. I haven't found it difficult at all. But you've got to understand what our network is and what makes it different and unique. Let's talk about the mean-free guarantee a little bit. This is really cool. You go out and get 3 business partners. You make $2, $2, $2. Out of that $38, you make $2. You're thinking $2, that's it. I'm not thinking $2, that's it. I won't tell you what I'm making each month in our network because I'm just not tacky that way. But it's a lot more than I'm saving, and I've saved a lot. And it's not even close. Mean-free guarantee, you come out, 3 people join your organization within the first 30 days, guess what? They'll top you off. So say you make $6, nope, they'll give you another $32. They'll top you off. And as long as those 3 people stay active, they'll top you off forever and ever and ever. And so what does that mean? Well, what if I have a month and I make $30? Okay, they'll pay you another 8. I make 32, they'll pay you another 6. They'll top you off, keep topping you off every month. And when have you ever seen that before in any of these other things you've been involved with? They'll top you off every single month. And another thing I really love, talk about the people at the top making all the money. Not in our network. We have a global bonus pool. What does that mean? If you get 3 charter members, period, whether it's in 30 days, 60 days, 120 days, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's no time limit. You have 3 people that are saving money by paying $38 a month. They're taking advantage of savings. They're doing whatever. Let's go back to this slide over here. Concierge services, somebody buys a car. Part of that car pays upline. We'll explain how that works. Part of that money from the purchase of that automobile, because of contracts and agreements we have with concierge, goes into the global bonus pool. Same thing with phones, mortgages, meds, all this kind of stuff. Part of that money goes to the global bonus pool. Now I could say, okay, I'm at the top of the organization. I could be a selfish guy and could say, you know what, hey, I want all that money coming to me. Our network could have done that. They said, you know what, just pay it all upline. No, we want the little guy to have an opportunity for the first time ever in network marketing to not just save more than they pay, but to make more than they pay. So we created a global bonus pool. As more and more products roll out and those products are sold, think about it this way. You start a company, you pay $38 a month. You go save more than you pay, you're already ahead. Then you say, all right, at the same time, anytime somebody below me purchases one of these items because they're saving money on a car or whatever, they're very incentivized to do it because they're saving money, you get paid. You get paid in the global bonus pool and you get paid because you're their upline. You get paid 2 different ways. Not to mention you're already making the $2 or $2.50 a month on them already. So it's almost like, in a sense, you have a virtual car dealership. Virtual prescriptions, virtual mortgage, virtual whatever you want to call it, in a sense. Because as all those people go in and they save money, and of course people love to save money, how many people can you think of that may want to join an organization saying, oh gosh, worst case scenario, I pay $38. I don't do much. I'm not much of a builder, John. I'm not much of a salesperson, but gosh, I like saving money. I'll pay $38 to plug into this and save all this money. Heck yeah, I would. And you get 3 people to do that, because if you do, now you're sharing money with the big guys. You're making money on your upline. You're making money on your sideline. When have you ever seen that before? So let's go back to this. Is this the same thing as this? No, it isn't. It's not even close. It is very important to understand that as members, prospects, it's not even close. This right here doesn't work. It doesn't work for the masses. And it is a retention nightmare. Attrition kicks in and it is a nightmare. You're constantly having to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild. Then you make money here, you suck all the money you can, and then you move on to the next one. Because this one spins for a while and it just dissipates. It falls apart. Because the members underneath you you can't recruit fast enough. They're dropping out faster than they're coming in. And you can't blame them. They're losing money every month. Why would they stick around? And what's their benefit? They can drink this stuff, drink an ounce a day, every day. You can't drink through 4 bottles of that stuff. So what they end up doing is they use their garage as a new storage place for their bottles and their pills and whatever else, or their basement. Half their house is filled with boxes of stuff, that junk that they can't sell. It is not our network. That's not what we're about. Our network didn't want anything to do with that. Now let's go down here a little bit. Kind of going down through here. I want to show you guys something very important. I want to show you the TBS. And what is this? This is the most amazing compensation plan I've ever seen in my life. That's what this is. Yes, there's a 3x10 matrix. You're not, oh crap, matrix. Okay, it's that old model. It's that old model. No, it isn't. We just went through for 20 minutes why it's not the old model. It's not the old model. Get your mind out of there. You have to have some kind of matrix to pay more than one person. It has to exist. You need to understand that. It has to exist. So you get somebody in your organization, whether you bring them in or not, all you have to do is focus on your first 3 and then get 10. What does that mean? I go get 10 people involved over time. I get 3. I break even every month. Break even, and I save money, so I'm actually really ahead every month. And I'm in the global pool, so I'm really ahead every month with 3 people. And these 3 people, are they dropping out? Most likely not. Why? Because they're saving money. You're inviting people to come in and save money. How refreshing is this? Hey, Ron or John or Joe or whatever your name, whatever their name is. If I can show you a way to save money where you can save more than you pay each month, would that interest you? Well, I don't know. Maybe it sounds too good to be true. Okay, great. Sounds too good to be true. Okay, fine. Fair enough. What if I can sign you up for free and I can prove to you you'll save money? Okay, well, wait a minute. What do you mean? I'll say it again. What if I can sign you up for free and prove to you you can save money? And if you save more than $38, which is our asking price each month, you can save more than $38. Will you consider building a business with me? Yeah, that sounds fair enough. Okay, cool. Is that a lot easier than saying, hey, check out this juice. I think it may or may not cure cancer. It may or may not cure this or that or this or that. Or who knows? I don't know. And you could probably go to Shopko or Walmart and buy the same flipping thing for about 1/5 of the price. But let's not go there. Which one's easier? Which one's more simple to present with people? This one by far. And it's not even close. So let's go back to the TBS, team bonus structure. 3x10 matrix. You bring one person in. That person, now you have 3 people across in a matrix. It goes 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729, 2,100, and whatever. Just keeps going down and down, up to 89,000 plus people. But here's the cool part about it is, every time you unlock a tier by just sponsoring one person to help them save more than they pay, you unlock that tier, boom, anybody that drops in that tier, you're paid on them as well. $2, $2, $2. You bring 2 people in, you're paid on your people on your first 3 rows. Sorry, your first tier, which is 3 people. Second tier, 9 people. You don't have to fill in a tier all the way. You don't have to get gold. There are no golds. There are no diamonds. There's none of that crap. They can pay everybody because they've allotted $25 to be paid up line, regardless. 10 levels gets paid up no matter what. No matter who brings them in. You don't have to get some kind of special award or whatever to earn that money. Every time you unlock a tier by bringing in 10 people, 10 total people, that's it. You will never have to recruit anyone again. If those 10 people stay active, you will never have to personally sponsor anyone else. You turn around and help your team. 10 people. You don't need them to end up here. You don't need to end up in this crazy place. Oh, you need somebody on the left-hand top corner. If you don't have someone in this position, you won't make this money. You know those games? Those games are garbage. Those games are crap. And they're just that. They're games. Why? Because they need to make it harder for you to make money. You bring a person in, you unlock that tier. Somebody on that tier buys a car, you make money. Somebody on that tier refinances their house, you're paid. They save on their phone, they're paid. They save on the meds and everything else that's rolling out, they're paid. You're paid. You're paid. Every time that happens, the $2 goes up. You unlock all 10 tiers, you're paid on all 10 tiers. And here's the cool part about it is, there's dynamic compression. What does that mean? It means you're paid on more than 10 tiers. We hear a term all the time called breakage. I haven't seen breakage yet, and I've been in this for 4.5 months. I have tiers over 100 levels deep paying me right now. Draw an imaginary line. Say, all right, you have 3 people across. Draw a line below 3 people, so there's 3 lines going down, vertical, right? You go down. If 10 people each don't have 10 people below that one line, you're being paid on more than 10 levels. Say that again. If 10 people below that vertical line, they do not pay 10 people, do not have 10 people in that exact line, you are paid below 10 levels. Go to tier 2, 9 across. Now there's 9 vertical lines going down. Same thing. If 10 don't have 10, you're paid on more than 10 levels. Go to line 3, 27 people, 27 imaginary lines. Boom, same thing. You don't stop getting paid at 10 tiers in this comp plan. It is phenomenal. Because the computer asks a question, are you tier 1 qualified? Yes, okay, pay the man. Are you tier 2 qualified? Meaning, have you brought in 2 people? Nope, I haven't. Okay, skip them. Find the next person who's tier 2 qualified before you pay them that $2. And it asks you that all the way up to 10 tiers. So say you have somebody come in and they're just an average marketer. What if they only ever get 3 people? But guess what? Who cares? They get the 3 people, and guess what happens? They get all the commissions on their first 3 tiers, whether it's cars, autos, whatever, the $2 a month. They're saving money. They're getting paid in the global pool, and they're also getting the 3andMe top off if they do it in 30 days. If they don't do it in 30 days, they're still taking part of that global pool, and they're still saving money. So are they still ahead? Yes. But guess what? They've only brought in 3 people. And they may only ever bring in 3 people, but who cares if they're saving? What if they're saving a couple $100 a month? Are they going anywhere? No. You've got a customer potentially for life. As long as the company stays around this many years or whatever, and they're saving money, they're most likely going to keep doing it over and over and over again. Who wouldn't? Who would stop paying? I certainly wouldn't. If I pay 38 and I save X amount and it's a lot more than 38, I'm not going to stop paying. And maybe I'm even earning, I get a top off and I'm in the global pool with just 3 people. But if I had 2 people, I may not get the global pool, I may not get top off, but I'm getting all these savings, so it's still worth it. That is the magic of our network. That's the rNetwork difference. And the cool thing is if they don't have all 10, guess who gets paid below 10 tiers? You do. You do. But have you burned this person to do that? No, you haven't. This person is still benefiting. They're still receiving an immediate benefit. So try telling me that this model, the rNetwork model, is the same as this. You will never convince me that it's the same as this, because it's not. You shouldn't even be able to convince yourself that it's the same, because it is not the same. It's not. I am not going to waste my time and hours a week, all this kind of stuff, promoting a broken model. I would rather focus my time and effort sharing what I know works, and I've seen it work, and I know for a fact it works because I know how much money I'm saving, and I know how much money I'm making, and I also know how much money a lot of other people are making and saving in this. This is phenomenal. If you were an average marketer, this can make you a great marketer. If you were a great marketer and another, and you could turn a profit in some of those, imagine what you could do with this. Possibilities are endless with this sucker. We haven't even gotten to the bank and the card and all these other things you'll be able to do. This is the bare bone minimum, the basic. Phase 1 of many phases of our network, and it's already a lot better than anything else out there I've ever seen. In phase 1, in a pre-launch where people are already being paid, they're already cashing out, they're already saving money. There's thousands and thousands of testimonials out there. Don't tell me this doesn't work. And don't sit there and try to convince yourself that this is this, because it's not. You're doing yourself a huge injustice by thinking that. If properly explained, you should be able to see that rNetwork is definitely not the standard MLM model, that old broken model that we all love so much, right? It's not. Don't believe it is. Research it, look at it, ask your questions, stay plugged in as a member, stay plugged in as a prospect, and see why we are creating a movement like we believe the world has never seen. We honestly believe that. As we roll more and more stuff out, and a lot of stuff has rolled out already, this thing is fantastic. It's phenomenal. And with that, everybody, thank you for your time. You know what? We will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.